First off, I want to thank, oh my God, it's Sunday afternoon already. This, for those of you that were here at the masquerade, as I mentioned, my PCD sets in about Wednesday this coming week, because then I suddenly realized that, oh shit, everything that I've worked on for the last year plus is done. And it's like, what happened? So thankfully we have people like Wild Bill that I can actually look at videos and everything online and see just what happened. I first off want to introduce my wonderful staff and get them out of the hot conference room. My super new co-directors. I don't know what I would have done without them this weekend. This, I think, has been the smoothest running MFM ever. We have Alex, Goliath, the purple red bunny extraordinaire bunny, and the masquerade master blue, carrying his cord for his whatever again. Our audiovisual and logistics crew, Rust, Rat, and Shrike, wherever they're at. We had karaoke on Friday night, done by the father of MFM, Growl Tiger. Our first suit lounging games this year was Seaweed and Bedtime Bear. Dealer's Room and Artist Alley was Rama, Silver Fox, and Sheba. Internet Room was Tiger Wolf. Security was Onyx, Liren, and Tamara Rose. And we also have Veneer that was drug in there. We have Video Room, which was Zion, Simon, Todd Q Mouse, Gabriel, and Snowy, who have sadly had to already depart our company. Charity auction, Cyril, Princess Buttercup, and all her wonderful minions. And I'm just going to embarrass Princess here a minute. She did not think she and the family were going to be able to make it next year, but another family member contacted me a little while ago and is paying their way next year. Critter Cafe was Guy Incognito. And we also had Pedigree and Amarok. Our volunteer wranglers, Kangi and Felper. Oh yes, and also, is she here in the audience? Is Mom here? There she is. Come on down here, Mom. Come on. Come on. We have, for those that know Paddlefoot's mom, she pitched in with a con-suite this weekend, and she was a tornado in there. She kept things rocking while we were beeping, bopping around. Communications, we have BJ Buttons. First aid, we had Tigress, Ashley Fosh, and Rex Nurpaw. Registration, we had Mwalamu. I finally said it right. We also had Morphe. Where's Morphe at? He's right there. Oh, there he is. The pixie stick magician himself. He can make those things appear out of anywhere. Our MFM photographer, Wolf Shanks. Wolf Shanks, where are you at? Oh, hi. How many pictures so far, roughly, that you've taken this weekend? Over 3,000 pictures. He is going to work with Bunny about getting a gallery up on the MFM webpage. Plus, we'll have Wild Hills, great videos that he always does, along with everybody else's. Our art track head, am I a stargazer? Our table and board gaming recruits for this year, Fallon and Kazoo, that did a fantastic job. Fursuit panels was Rings Durat. Seaweed, come on down, Seaweed. I already introduced you. Come on in. Our wonderful Seaweed, who did the fursuit game. This was a lot of my crew's first times this year doing. We switched departments and stuff, and we have all taken kind of this year as a starting point, and we have 3 new. Misha, where's Misha? Oh, he's out fursuiting. And Crazy John. We have Bedtime Baron Dreykus. We have our writing track, Chris and Phil. Now, we are going to be doing a lot of looking at this year. This year was a new slate for us. With 5 co-directors, we each have our own little things we're focusing on. We're going to be looking at new and different events, different, better ways of doing things. Trying to make MFM more fun. But we need your help in that. We need panels, we need events, we need meetups, we need whatever you want to do. Sing-alongs. I mean, we've got the piano down in Treetops. We can do, you can do tournaments in gaming. You can do writing stuff with the writing track. They're always looking for great people to work with. You can look, do art, the fursuiting games. If you've got an idea for a game, Seaweed is more than welcome to talk about that. And same with all the rest of the departments. We want to know what you guys want.
More pony stuff!
Then plan it. The rule is, if you bitch, whine, and complain we don't have something, you're going to be put in charge of doing it. Is that all the staff out of back there, just to make sure?
Yeah, I believe so.
Now, like I said, we are going to be doing some realignment. We're going to be having some new things happening next year. Our theme is a trip to the zoo. We can tell you that for the fursuit, yeah, Cal?
You guys still got the puppet stage somewhere?
Yes, it's in St. Louis.
We want to do a Paw Pet show.
Yay!
If you guys are going to use it, we'll bring it back. But with all this is going on, like I said, we really need your help. I mean, I've had a couple of attendees, well, there's really nothing going on. Well, why don't you plan something? Well, I just want something to happen. It takes people to do it. We have an entire dedicated team here that has busted.
I'm not dedicated.
Okay. He's obsessed.
Now, you're committable is what you are.
And committable.
But
Hi.
they stood up and they said, I want to see MFM better. I'm willing to get up there and do it. You don't have to do what it takes to do a staffer and work an entire weekend. All you have to do is just give an hour or two for a panel, an hour or two for an event. So we need you to make MFM better. Bunny, you have some numbers for us, I believe.
Over there.
Okay, there you are.
I really just have one number.
42.
Okay, 42. And the final registration number for the weekend was 548.
Now I just want people to think about this. We had a lot of our regulars that weren't able to make it this year because of Hurricane Isaac. So think about this, that is 2 more people than we had last year. So had those people been able to make it, how many more would we have?
A lot.
Possibly
Exactly.
Over 9,000.
So
Don't make me do math, dang it.
we're going to be having lots of fun stuff. Bunny is working with our new registration system that's working really well. You're going to be working on the website, some new and exciting things on the website for the next year. We will be doing my con book again next year for those of you that use the geeky way of looking at it online. Onyx, I think you have something to say.
I hope you were bored.
For the most part.
Oh, by the way, when he doesn't have his vest on, he has a minor badge, so please do not allow him to see or do anything of adult orientation. And he's blushing again.
You never realize that you take off a vest and regress 12 years.
Maybe first. Is that all?
Yes, only 12 years.
And what is this?
Huh?
And what is this?
Well, I'm 30 right now. So, right now, I'm
Well, then
happy.
wouldn't you regress 13 years?
No.
No.
Because today is Sunday. I'm now legal.
It's not what your badge said earlier.
Guys, we had a fairly good weekend. We had one little bit of weather, and, you know, we wanted to make sure everybody was safe. For the rest of the con, we had no major issues, and for the most part, I was fairly bored. There was one little thing Friday night. If anybody took a picture of me when I fell asleep for 5 minutes in the lobby, I want the picture to be not put on the internet, because he doesn't need to see it.
Alright, I'll put it on
Just send it to me, email me.
What's your email?
MFMdirector@hotmail.com.
And that's our secret between you and me, okay? Other than that, I had a great weekend, guys. You guys seem to have a good weekend. No major issues. I didn't have to, like, hurt anybody, so it was great. I actually slept some for once, which was amazing. And I didn't have any body parts fall off, so it was great. So, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Onyx. I wanted to give you some numbers on ConSuite. Like I said, this was our first year of Boo and I doing ConSuite. Did you guys like it this year? Yeah! We are, unfortunately, because, you know, some kids spoil it for everyone. We had people that were stocking their room parties last night out of the ConSuite. That's why we are out of soda today. So blame it on those who did that. We actually went through an excess of 2,000 cans of soda. We went through 128 BLT sliders Thursday night, 90 chili dogs on Saturday, 5 gallons of meatball stroganoff Friday night. We had 5 gallons of goulash last night that went in like a heartbeat. We had 15 pounds of my bourbon brown sugar barbecue sloppy joes that went at lunch like that. We will be having chili tonight for the Dead Dog Party. The ConSuite will reopen at 8 p.m. What we got is what we got, so we want to see everything gone by midnight, so I don't have to do, well, the edible stuff.
I got this on the TV.
Fair warning, tiger is not edible.
That's what she
And when I am in my element of being in the kitchen, I have a very long steel spoon that when applied to someone's forehead is the perfect disciplinary technique. So, you know, if you guys want soda and stuff, like we do have especially a lot of diet left. I think we're out of Coke. We do have some Sprite left and a few others.
Mountain Dew?
Out of Mountain Dew.
Everything Catherine went
Like I
first.
said, next year we are going to institute a one-can rule because, like I said, people were taking things out in far greater numbers than they should have been. So, like I said, you know, it's a few kids that spoil it for everybody.
Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Exactly. But yeah, we learned how many bagels you guys go through. You guys ate 300 bagels. 150 English muffins.
Yeah.
14 loaves of bread. Trust me, it would be food time. We had hurricane force winds from everybody going whoosh. It was truly amazing seeing the rush. It's like, oh my God. I had a big set of shoes to fill in for Karina with her all the years that she's done this. And I hope you guys were happy with what we had this year and look forward to lots more next year. Alan, you wanted to announce the winners of the tournaments.
Yes, I did. Okay, first of all, I want to preface this by saying that I had literally 3 days to come up with programming for the table gaming room.
Good job.
Thanks to deadlines. But I hope I did a pretty good job with it.
Yes. Yes. You did a good job, man.
Well,
Did you guys like gaming being on the first floor?
Yes.
well, I will be back next year, as will my assistant.
I like your hat.
And I have already
Lost your hat.
a few new ideas that I definitely want to add in, but I'll get to that in a minute. First of all, the winners. For the Uno tournament that we had on Friday, second place was Snow Wolf. Go ahead and stand up and be recognized. And first place was Firemane.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the first place game for that took almost an hour, by the way.
Yeah.
Apples to Apples tournament on Friday as well. Second place was Broccoli. And first place was Dusty Fox. On Saturday afternoon, we had a Munchkin tournament. Third place was Damas. In second place was our very own Liren. And in first place was Tempest. Now, I'm going to save the best one for last, so that's why I'm announcing the Magic Tournament next, which happened today. Third place was Caden Shadows. Second place was Ramsey. And in first place was Raven's Flock. And now the tournament that everyone seemed to have the most interest in, which I personally found to be the most rewarding, was the Tiger Haven Charity Poker Tournament.
Yeah.
How much did you make for that?
Patience.
Show yourself, son.
Fifth place was Ramsey. Fourth place was Brabsis. In third, we had Nin Nin. Second place was Tauvix. And in first place, who has now been drafted to assist me with it because he did such a great job at helping with coming up with a system for which I am eternally grateful, who is now drafted onto staff for next year. Come on up, Snowball.
He will also be doing a poker tournament at MFF if you are going to be there.
All right.
Now, Our final total for the charity poker tournament, get ready for this one.
Over 9,000?
We raised $350 for Tiger Haven. And I'm making this announcement now. Not only will Snow Wolf be helping out with the poker tournament next year, but I'm starting a new tradition to make Tiger Haven even more money. We're going to start a charity blackjack tournament beginning next year. My goal, my personal goal for next year is to raise over $500 from the table gaming room alone for Tiger Haven.
That's not gonna be on the same night, is it?
Well, we're gonna make sure that we have them on different nights so that people can participate in both and give Tiger Haven more and more money because they deserve it.
There you go. Oh, one second.
Thank you guys, you did a great job. They truly did. He made the mistake of saying, Tiger, can I do something on staff?
Pixie dust then, right?
Yes, lots of it.
Rainbow Friends?
Okay, we have, can I see a hand? Can I have a show of hands of all that did volunteer this year? These are people that helped our staff keep their sanity through the weekend. And Candy, I think you want to say something?
Yes.
Please.
I first want to say that I was really stressing at first, not having volunteers starting Thursday. But Thursday night, I had my assistant Felper.
Oh, okay. She likes it.
He stepped up and he was, okay, where do I start? Where do I begin to help you guys out?
He wants to talk to Tiger.
And then starting Thursday, yes, you help too.
He also wants to make the announcement.
But then Thursday evening, volunteers started coming in. Where can I help? Where can I help? And you're cheating on me. You dirty, dirty dog. But volunteers came in, and I have to say thank you so much for helping out everyone here. You put your time forward to make sure everyone had a great time. And I hope I have as much or more next year. But again, thank you so much, and I hope you can help out again.
So thank you again to our volunteer staff. Candy, you had another person that, along with Felper, who was a godsend to us, who made that mistake of saying, can I do anything to help? Yes, you too. Who was it that you had helped you as well?
I would say it's Keel from the Millington Fur Group. He not only did the requirement for a volunteer to have free basic admission next year, but was coming close to almost tripling it over the entire convention. If Keel is in here, please stand up and hold your hands up.
He's here.
Oh,
I might be volunteering some more.
Keel can't make it right now. He's still racking up hours on the dealer den door right now. And when it comes to tripling it, he's currently over 60 hours.
Now, I hope if there's someone next year who can possibly take the challenge of beating that. I hope that that person has an intravenous drip of Red Bull. Hey, do you have anything to say to him?
That was thank you in Husky. Alan just has one more quick thing to say.
Well, if somebody wants to try to challenge that record, there's something that I want to announce about the table gaming room. As long as I have the people to help me keep that open next year, it will be 24 hours.
Alrighty, let's see. Seaweed. There, where there you?
She's like, what? Huh?
Who?
I've got water and now I'm gonna trip over people. Oh.
Water.
Oh, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all the first aiders and all the non-first
Fursuiters as well who went to the open games and also went to the fursuit games. I think hopefully it went pretty well. This is my first year doing this, so I know it's a little bit rough. Hopefully I can get it a little bit more polished next year. Like you said, if you guys have any ideas for me, I would greatly appreciate it, because I was just, you know, I was not sure what kind of games people would like. So if you like something or didn't like something, please tell me or Tiger or somebody so I can know what I need to do.
Thank you. And Seaweed was such a great sport last night when I surprised the game and made her.
And it embarrassed me that I can't use chopsticks.
Yeah. For those of you that missed it, I had a special game for the fursuiters last night. We had takeout containers full of dog toys. And they had chopsticks, which were 3-foot dowel rods. And they had to run the dog toys across the room. It was quite interesting to see. And it took Seaweed quite a bit too.
My honor was revoked.
All right, bedtime. I think you wanted to say, you and Dreykus wanted to say something about video gaming.
Yes, indeed. I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who came out and played in the Smash Brothers tournament. I'm pretty sure everyone liked Melee, so we're going to go ahead and do that again next year. I wanted to get a feeler out there. Who likes Dance Dance Revolution? How about we do a fursuit tournament with an actual machine? Stay tuned for that next year.
Suitors and non-suitors.
Both, yes.
You also think
That's
Medical, we're going to need a heat kit for that. All right, let's see. Who else on the staff has something they would like to add? Anyone? Hi.
Tiger.
Hi.
I've been hiding with the microphone.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think you'd like to say something. Go right ahead.
Tiger, the other directors and I have been talking about this year and how we felt it went, and we've come to a decision.
God help me.
Yeah.
They all quit.
Yeah, we all resigned, thank you.
Silver Fox volunteered to take my job, so that's okay.
Okay, good. No, actually, very quickly, because I know we all like to talk a little down here, so there's a reason we are all standing here today, and that reason is because somebody had dedication to stick with MFM through the hard times and the fun times, and to make this convention happen by force of will sometimes. And with Tiger bringing us on board to help him by diluting some of the duties that he's been shouldered with for so many years, we're not taking away from what Tiger's done. And before we forget that, I want us all to just take a moment and thank Tiger for the years that he's given us.
He's good.
We almost had to put Pedigree to sleep down here.
I think we all can agree that MFM has become what it is today because of your hard work. And before we start dividing up how we run and change things a little bit, I want to make sure you got that recognition.
Thank you very much, Alex. MFM has been a labor of love for me, and there have been many years that, you know, I was ready to go into therapy.
This is therapy.
A little story, MFM 10. How many were here at MFM 10? You remember we did the decade sponsor?
Yes.
And then we had the really cool jackets for the decade sponsors. Our jacket provider disappeared on us 2 months before the con. I was waking up with panic attacks because I couldn't find anybody to do the jackets. So it's, you know, it's one of those things where I really do, I love MFM. I love seeing all these happy faces. For me, the reward every year is seeing the smiles. Seeing everybody make the trip from near and far. They had fun this weekend. No, we're not the biggest convention. We're not MFF, we're not Anthrocon, we're not FWA. But it doesn't matter. We're MFM.
We're family!
We are a family. We were never meant to be a convention. 16 years ago, Growl Tiger was going to have videos and pizza at his house, or his apartment. That's what MFM has become. And that's because of you guys and you guys.
You too!
Especially.
But really, I mean, it's this is year 12 for me in this level now with 4 wonderful directors with me that have fantastic vision, fantastic talent, and fantastic drive to make this and keep this one of the most fun, relaxing, enjoyable weekends out there. And I have a challenge for all you. Who is this, their first MFM again? How many of you are coming back next year?
Better believe it.
Okay, I want you to bring someone new with you. And everybody else, I want you to bring someone new with you. Share with them the MFM experience.
Bigger hotel?
We are actually, just to give you an idea, the Holiday Inn that MFM was at for so many years actually had their Holiday Inn franchise stripped from them because of issues. The public space they had there is actually 200 square foot less than the public space we have here. We have the same number of hotel rooms here, but we have the additional, the Fairfield Inn up here on the corner, that's owned by Whispering Woods. We have our own overflow hotel. It's walking distance.
And the shuttle will run you over during.
We have the shuttle. We have a free airport shuttle. How many cons have the free airport shuttle? Here's a good story of what this hotel, what we mean to this hotel. On Friday afternoon, the dreaded word came across the radio. Tiger, we have press in the building. And Alex and I come rolling like banshees through the hotel, and here stands Channel 3. The reporter, mic in hand, she'd been trying to interview people. You guys did the right thing and say no.
Yes!
She was insistent upon doing a piece. She already had her cameraman out in front with his camera out and everything. I had the entire hotel executive staff out there with me, backing me up, saying, you need to go now. How many other hotels would do that? There's 3 rooms rented here at the hotel that aren't MFM people this year, and that's people that have long-term stays here. They're having their houses remodeled or whatever. But they want us to be home here. Like I mentioned before, we have our contract signed here through 2015. So with the number of rooms we have here, the number of rooms we have at the Fairfield, we even got a phone call from the Comfort Inn down there across from Walmart saying, if you guys need us, we're there for you. Silver Fox, who is one of our dealer den people. He just moved into the area, and I know Felper has been a godsend this year. They're going to be working, I'm going to put them on the project of getting more coupons and ads from the local businesses. I'm going to get in touch with the Olive Branch Convention and Visitors Bureau, see if we can get some more stuff for the con bags, and really get the community involved with this to make it an even cheaper weekend for us if we can get more coupons. That's a good thing.
Now, guys, you guys are the face of MFM when you leave this area, so be good. Now, to give you an example of this, some of you may have noticed that we had some people hanging out in the bar overnight. They would come up and they'd stay till about midnight and then leave. We had 2 extra attendees as of Saturday. You might have seen them. They were the Sugar Gliders. They're the owners of the liquor store down the street. Speaking of that, we had a Domino's guy that came in last night that wanted a badge, and we sold him a badge, and he stayed and hanged out with all you guys.
And it's really funny with talking with the hotel staff through the year, because Carla, our sales rep, every time I talked to her, she said, I was down at the liquor store picking up some stuff for a client today, and they were asking, when are the furries coming back? You guys must buy a hell of a lot of stuff there for some
It's booze, duh!
Okay. And I need to correct something I said at opening ceremonies. We had a wonderful gentleman that donated $1,300 with a challenge that you guys could match that $1,300. That was actually Gray Fur that did that. Thank you, Gray Fur, for that. Our auction total this year, now keep in mind we had 542 people? 48. We did $5,141 in the auction. That's pretty good impressive. Wielder, you have something that you need to do, and you have some more money, don't you? Wielder made this fantastic quilt that he's been selling tickets on all weekend.
Yay, tickets!
And it's time to pull the winner.
Well, hey! I was thinking not yet now.
White Claw.
White Claw, badge number 522. Are you in here? Come on down. Do you have a total of what you made?
No, I was just taking the money.
Oh, okay.
I think an estimate of some of this, like, with this that I've got here and some of the stuff that I've done since I started actually running around and actively collecting, I personally drew in a little over $220. That's not counting what was sold in the
And then we sold like 300 tickets, so.
Wow, 300 tickets.
So let's call that what, 400?
Well, average of $15. $10 for 15 tickets
Okay.
or something like that. Average.
Let's say 400.
About 400.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, we'll add that in there. We'll give this to the kids.
There's still money at the bottom of this, by the way.
So that makes $51.41 from the auction, $350 from table gaming, $1,300 from Gray Fur, another $400 from the quilt auction. Would you ladies like to come up and tell about the weekend for you? And David. We love David. We praise him. Okay, she's running away from the mic.
I did the first time, it's her turn now.
Oh, nice. Nope, we're not.
Not.
Where's the tissues?
No, there's been enough crying. It's happy time, not cry time. It's happy time. That's okay. That's
What happened?
You're right.
Oh, we just want to thank everybody for coming out, donations. Every year, things get bigger and bigger, and we love coming back every year. This is our little vacation to spend with you guys.
Do you know how much you get there?
The total I've got right now is just over $6,300 total over the whole weekend. I've got to add a few extras in there that came in last night.
So, think about that, guys. That's more than $10 per person. How many other cons can say they do that?
I don't know.
We love kitties. We love the kitties.
Of course, our staff had to grow because this staff had to grow. And you guys keep growing. I remember my first year, it was me and a friend of mine that came in, and Debbie came with me the second year and third year, and she ain't left. I came back. But now we've had to add people, and that just makes us happy. That means you guys are donating and keeping us busy.
Not.
Speech.
Make Cheyenne talk.
Oh, yes! This is Cheyenne's last year as a minor.
She's like, no thank you, no thank you.
Yeah, there's a puppy back there. Well, like I said, with the help of the wonderful charity auction staff, Princess and Sorrel, and can you name off all your minions?
Journey has been with me for a few years, and then a couple years ago I brought in Wolfie, and then last year I brought in his wife Kitty.
So they spend most of the con upstairs taking in all these items, and then they have these obnoxious people that wait till 20 minutes before they shut down that brings in cartloads like me.
And I forgot my technical that I would not be able to do without. Leonardo and Iron Tiger also.
Yeah, they're not bad. So, we're all a family here. It doesn't matter whether we're fan, whether we're artist, whether we're part of the charity, whether we're fursuiter, or what. I mean, we all have something to contribute to this. No one is more important than the other. We're all in this together. We are there for each other, good and bad, through laughter and tears. And I just want to thank you all for all your hard work.
Sorry, one more thing. We've brought t-shirts for years. We're done with t-shirts.
Oh.
You guys have everything we can get our hands on. But we do need ideas. This year.
We don't fail. You can buy it at the auction.
Yes. There was plenty of liquor in the auction this year. We did the bandanas embroidery this year. That was something new for us. If you guys have ideas, legitimate ideas, that we can,
Water bottle.
yeah, let us know and we'll see what we can do to get them in here. Okay?
No, not let us.
I just have to share one little quick funny story about the auction. occasionally, you know, I always, through the year, I pick up stuff, and I know a lot of other people pick up stuff, and Boo and we drive up and down Route 44 a lot. And we see this billboard for this Bacardi Wolf Berry rum. And Boo was like, we need to get a bottle of that for the auction. $300 for a bottle of rum.
You know what's funny is I work security. I came in literally at the tail end of the auction. I was like, Tiger, do me a favor. It's still on the table. I need you to proxy bid for me because I can't get in here. He's like, it went for $300. I went, well, that's more than my proxy bid.
The group that bought it, are you guys in here?
Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
We drank $275 worth already.
They drank $275 worth. Give yourselves a hand. And we had some great people doing the bidding. I know our wonderful friend Weisha did an amazing thing during the auction. He's always so kind and so wonderful. And I just, you know, it's amazing. And no matter how hard the year is, when we finally make it, when I'm driving down 302 and I see the hotel, all the hard work is worth it because I know what fun is coming up. How I get to see you guys. How we get to do all the crazy stuff we do. And we've had giant walking fursuits. We have remote control vehicles going all over the place. We have we've had trains. We had Spun this year that was doing his fire poi outside last night between the monsoon rains. We had the all awesome panda guy who did all the big balloons, and we had BJ doing the dragon balloons this year for us. Chicken boots. I have to tell the story for those that are new. Years ago, the executive staff was trying to get food before closing ceremonies because none of us had eaten all day, and a group had run out and brought us back KFC, and we were sitting in registration, and BJ wanted another piece of chicken, so we went to ask for a chicken breast. And he knew that if he said chicken breast to me, I was going to do something perverted with him saying that. He was right. So he goes to say it and it comes out, chicken breast. I said, oh, what, a chicken boob? That year we had the puppet stage at the old hotel, and we had the huge ballroom that everything was set up in. And during the middle of the masquerade, I look over the edge and say, chicken boobs! Without even a mic open, you could hear him laughing at the end of the ballroom. And that's been how many years ago? Yeah, and chicken boobs still makes him laugh. So for those that have heard that through the weekend, that's the story behind it. But does anybody else have anything else? Yes. Oh yeah, we are. We just want me to say about it. Or do you want to do it? Or? Well, get up here.
So, for all of you who came to Hickory with me and played the match game, yes, our ladies of the Tiger Haven were there too. Yeah, we work with a lot of people. So, who wants me to do that again next year? Now I want to see more contestants next year too. Oh, by the way, we've got, yeah, I am. Dacus wants us to do Deal or No Deal.
Oh, God.
We're asking you for some prizes, because it's only one person who's gonna get the top prize anyway. Because the top
If you
throws.
remind me ahead of time.
Yeah, I forgot to do that this year.
Yes, first, well,
Hi.
first,
Okay, now it works. I pulled the other directors aside for a minute while you were running your mouth. And we made a decision.
Oh, shit.
they quit again.
We should have never said we could do these things.
Werewolf.
This is our choice. And we all are in agreement.
Second.
Give your defense.
Weisha, come here, please. For everything you have done for Tiger Haven and MFM supporting us for these many years, as the directors, we are giving you lifetime membership to MFM.
Apparently the husky like
You want to say something?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Alicia. Anything else, kids? Okay.
Tacos for next year.
Oh, well,
How many suitors we have at the parade?
we had 96 this year. Almost 1/5 of the convention was fursuiters. We will be having a survey up on the website here coming up in a few weeks. We want your input, good, bad, or indifferent, but please be constructive. If you had an issue this year, we want to know about it. We want to address it. We want people to be happy.
Please fill the surveys out.
Yes, please fill the surveys out completely. Just don't say, I didn't like something. Tell us why.
Your input means something to us.
Yeah.
Please tell us. We read these.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, give Bunny data. He likes data.
I like data. Data-driven decisions.
Hey, listen.
Also, as part of the survey, we are going to have nominations for guest of honor. So everybody that wants to nominate someone, that is how to get it in there. So if you want to see somebody as a guest of honor, that's how to do it. Okay, that's okay. Well,
Paddle fight!
everyone,
Go to the website, please.
it's hard to believe, but it's time to say.
No! 4 more days.
Until next year when I utter the words, welcome home, have a happy and safe year, and I want you to remember something. That no drama sign is not going off. So you're not allowed to have any drama. I want to hear lots more happy stories the next year.
Tell Greyhound that.
So, thank you again, everybody. The ice cream social will be in the front ballroom where the dance was last night. We'll also be having pre-reg for MFM 2013, a trip to the zoo.
How much?
We will. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So we will be collecting the pre-registration forms for next year at the Ice Cream Social. We're also going to have some of the extra T-shirts we've had available for sale. I've had a few people come and ask me, we can have extra T-shirts. We will have them there. So now's your chance.
Yep.
When we will just take credit cards.
We will be able to take credit cards. Now, with saying that, I want to point out something. In your registration bag, there is a form to book your hotel room for next year. I encourage you to fill that out, turn it into the front desk. On the form, you'll put your credit card number in there. The hotel with their new general manager and everything, they had some problems with some other groups, not ours, but some other groups that, as somebody ruins it for everybody. Basically, about 72 hours before MFM next year, they will bill that credit card for the first night. You can cancel up to 72 hours before MFM next year, before your arrival date. But they will bill that card for one night.
Send a reminder, please.
I will be doing that, don't worry. This is actually very, very normal in the industry now because there's so many people who will book hotel rooms, especially at big events like conventions, then just don't show up and people don't get their rooms. So if you want to be in here at the main hotel, get that sheet in. And I know I've had a couple people, we're over at Whispering Woods this year because we didn't get our sheet in on time. Then do it! Fairfield, yeah. So, thank you again, everyone. We will have the ice cream down at the ballroom, and we will see everyone later.
To turn on the lights. This has been such a beautiful night. We served you a lot of delight and some really wonderful sight. My friend, this is the game. So long and see you soon again. Bye-bye, if you fight. Someday we will be back together. Goodbye to the circus. You better enjoy the show. Now it's really unfair. What could be without you? We will be down.